Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 1 of our Zero Overall franchise here on MLB The Show 26. We did this last year. We didn't officially complete it, but we're going to do it this time. I said that last year, but this time we're actually going to sit down and do it. We're going to have a lot of franchise videos on this channel, so look out for that. We might even have like a full big one. I'm not 100% sure, but let me know down in the comment section if you guys do want to see that. But this has been a staple on the channel, whether it's from college football, Madden, and MLB. We're going to continue doing that. So I did not make these rosters. I did download them. The person who made them will be down in the description below. So if you guys do want to do that, download the roster and try it yourself. But I do have some rules, and I'll post them, as you can see right now on the screen. First off, free agents. We can sign one per season. So at the beginning, we can sign one free agent. If we do not win more than 60 games, we have to sign someone less than 70 overall. If we win 60 to 75 games, we can sign anywhere from 70 to 75 overall. If we go over 500, we can sign anyone from 80 to 85. If we make the playoffs, 85 to 90. So technically, if we don't win the 80, or if we're not like 81 and 81, if we're like 80 and 82 and yet somehow we make the playoffs, we technically can sign anyone from 85 to 90, but if we do make the World Series, we can sign anyone, and we can sign 2 players. The first year may be different because there's going to be a lot of people that do retire because of their ability, so there might be a couple signees more this next season. However, we will just sign a bunch of the like 40 or even 30 overall guys that are in free agency, and we'll just sign them, and then once we get enough people signed, we'll just cut them. At that point, we can make one trade per season. With the trading hub being different this year, it may not happen the first year. And of course, as well, we're going to get one Rule 5 pick this season. I had that goal to win 2 World Series in a 5-year span. We'll see. But we shall see. We'll probably try to do that. We'll just kind of go with the flow at that point. But I guess the goal is to win 2 World Series in 5 years. Here with the Zero Overall squad. We did already sign our contracts for our scouts. We have Robert Grieve, who is really good with pitchers, 98 efficiency, 98 pitchers, so he's going to be our pitching guy. We also have David Crowley and Laurie Alfonso with 90 efficiency, 90 position players, 98 efficiency, 95 position players, respectively. So we have $600 remaining in our scout budget, but we really don't need anything right now because these guys are really, really good. So we're going to have a lot of position players scouted first, and I think that's what we're going to do with that. So first things first, we do have to let go someone because we will need someone to beat. So we're just going to release a random player in AA. We will go to free agents. And, of course, with us not able to sign more than anyone above a 70 overall, we will go ahead and sign. It has to be under 70. We could sign Justin Turner. Honestly, Luke Banks might be the option here. Good hits per 9, good home runs per 9, decent stamina. His pitch mix, though, is a little bit bad, and he's a lefty. So, you know what? We're going to give him an offer, and he will be our starting player in the major leagues. So he will be added there. We will have to send someone down on the 40-man roster. It'll be this guy here. He moved to AAA. And then we will move Luke Banks up to the MLB. So Luke Banks will be a starting pitcher. And, of course, we'll put that into the pitching rotation. Apparently, we're having a bullpen game there. So, sure. But he'll be our number 1 starter probably for a year or two. Unless we can be able to sign someone. We do have some things here. We're probably not going to get a bunch of these, but hey, you never know. We can get extra couple cash laying around here and there for that. But obviously, before our signing, everyone is 1 overall with a potential. All of them are starting pitchers or center fielders, so that will be fun because we have really much nothing. So scouting is going to play a big role. We have to sign everybody. Maybe we make a trade. I don't know for sure, but we'll kind of get there when we get there. But anyways, I will go ahead and sim to draft day. We'll go over the draft. We'll do the draft, and then we'll hit the end of the season, and then we'll do the off season as well. We're going to have 2, maybe 3 seasons here in episode 1, and then every episode will be 2 seasons. And then once we get into maybe the playoffs, we'll do quick manage a couple games until we're in the final, like until we're in the World Series, and then probably play Game 7. Just because we're going to be simulating a lot. Maybe not playing full Game 7. It'll probably be like the 9th inning or so to win the World Series, something like that. So, anyways, I'll see everyone at draft day. All right, so we're officially at the draft again. We are picking 10th here with the Rockies, since they we're not able to get one of the I already forgot what it was called. I had it in my mind, but now I can't remember. Draft lottery picks, so they get number 10. So even though they did one of the worst teams last year, but Irvin Gonzalez, the number 1 guy, he was the number 2 in the MLB, 8 for us. And that is fine. So our number 1 guy is still there. Now it's starting pitcher. So our number 1 guy is still there, available. However, pick 3, and he's still there. So 3 starting pitchers go. So that technically helps us out because, again, we have Curtis Wayne, who is the number 1 guy, still available. Same thing with Robin Castle. He's still available. We're probably not going to pick up O'Brien. Aguero, still available. We do have a couple pitchers, but we do have some outfielders too. A couple catchers. We do have a couple infielders as well. We do have a catcher go. Casilla, who was number 5, but he was 58 on our board. The number 1 guy that's still available. He is still available. The Royals go with a center fielder. They go with a starting pitcher, so he's still available, and he's very good. He did opt out of his doctor exam, but he can also play the outfield. He's a first baseman. We do need a first baseman. Well, there is a chance. We just got to wait for the Braves. If they don't take him, we can take the number 1 guy in this entire thing, and they go outfield. So we are going to be able to get Curtis Wayne, the number 1 guy, as well. That's perfect. We do have another first-round pick with the competitive balance pick. We're going to pick up a catcher because right now we don't have one, so we kind of need one. Almost accidentally did not even draft this guy or this position as well. We could go starter because we are going to lose a lot of the starters just because they retire pretty quickly. However, we do have a couple more catchers scouted. We do even have a second baseman, but he's not the greatest. And it looks like the shortstops and the outfielders that we did scout are not the greatest. So I know he opted out, but we're going to go Woodward. Or Woodward. I think it's Woodward. But we're going to go with the starting pitcher. And then we're also going to go with another one. And yeah, we're going to go Harrington here. Maybe he is pretty good. I don't know for sure, but always find out. We're also going to pick up another starter, this time of Springer, Dan Springer. We got one more round here after this one. I'm kind of looking for the best, at least potential-wise. I don't really want to pick up a reliever, but we might have to just take a random shot in the dark here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take one in the outfield, although these overalls are pretty bad, at least potentials-wise. So maybe it's left fielders, and it will be. We're going to give a chance on Chance Vaughn. You never know. And then we are going to do another one with a catcher of Lucas Dobbins. I know I probably should have taken more pitchers, but I think it's fine. Obviously, now we're going to be trying to get the signees signed. Should have a couple people sign pretty quickly, like Harrington's going to sign pretty quickly. Wayne's going to sign pretty quickly. Woodward's going to sign pretty quickly. Springer's going to sign pretty quickly. Now it's just these guys. So we'll simulate a couple things here. Probably not this one. We'll just activate that. And Griffin Jacks gets traded for Kim. It's a big trade there. Anyways, 52%. He does not sign this week. That's fine. He's also 52%. He does not sign this week. And he's at 43. So we do want to make at least a trade here with Luke Banks being on the block. And then we'll just bring out a couple of trade targets, I guess. Carlos Esteva is apparently on the Padres. With Salvador Perez. Sure, let me get Freddie Fermin. I don't know. Give me a catcher. Maybe like Blaze Alexander just because he's there. And then, Marcel Mayer. Because I think we need to put on the trade targets. And then we'll do second, short, and third as our main spots to go after. Maybe we get a trade. I don't know for sure. Now to sign draft picks again. Up to 57%, he signs. He can get up to 65% where he doesn't sign. So Chance Vaughn still is not signed yet, but we have yet to win a game. We are 0-106. He's actually got really good potential. He's going to sign this week, so now it's just him. This guy's got really good potential too. He is 21, but going to be a B potential at least. His overall is going to be a little bit low, but should be able to sign him this week, and he's going to be up to 70%, and he signed. So everyone is signed this season, so that's going to be nice. So we'll just simulate to the day before the trade deadline. Jazz Chisholm is now a Dodger. All right. Can we make any trades? I don't think we will. Because it looks like there's a buyer's market. So maybe we can make a trade with Luke Banks. Who needs a starting pitcher? It looks like the Orioles need one. Maybe we can get like a young catcher, like Irish here. And yeah, maybe we can get it done. They just didn't even tell me that. It's okay. Well, can't even do anything because now it's past the deadline. So, well, we don't even make a trade. Like I said, the trades were going to be pretty rare this year. But first round pick, or our first draft selection here, is now all signed up and ready to go. Curtis Wayne is a 91 potential, so he was pretty good. 71 overall. He might be able to play in like the next year or so. Decent contact, decent power. His fielding's a little bit low, but at first base, I think he's fine. Not great speed, but A potential is pretty nice. Castro's catcher, 83 potential, 55 overall. Could work on the contact, decent power, okay fielding, good durability, good arm strength, good steal. As for a catcher, that's pretty nice. Then we have three pitchers, 89, 89, and 79 potential. 57 overall for Robbie. Decent stamina, good durability, really good four-seam fastball. Okay slider, good two-seam, and then his 12-6 and his changeup really aren't the greatest. But okay hits per nine against lefties. That's fine. Harrington, 89 potential, 50 overall. Decent stamina, okay per nines. Decent durability, not the greatest. Okay pitch mix. Dan Springer was kind of hoping for a little bit better from here, but 79 potential, 51 overall. He's okay. But Chance Vaughn, we took a chance on him late, and he was good. 87 potential. However, he is 23, and he's a 44 overall. So we kind of need him to start getting going a little bit, and hopefully he can reach that overall. But we also have Lucas Dobbins, a 21, 93 potential, 49 overall. Okay per nine, or okay contact, not great power, okay pop time and stuff, really good durability. So we have two really good catchers now with 83 potential and 93 potential. So hopefully these guys can really step up in the coming years and be with us pretty soon. So now it's heading on to the final part of the season here. I don't think we're going to win a game. It'd be very surprising if we do. Which, I mean, there's a couple close ones here, but yeah, I just don't think. We scored 4 runs against the Yankees. Obviously, all these, they're just going to pop up. I think we gave up 100 runs one time. I can't remember who is too. But yeah, we go 0-162. Who did we give up 100 runs? Yeah, it was the A's. We lost 0-123. Can I check the box score? I mean, 59 RBIs. Jacob Wilson and Lawrence Butler had 29. Yeesh. Look, 14 home runs. Dang. My goodness. All right. Let me tell you, just never check the box score of these games. But anyways, if you guys want to see, of course, there is the playoff bracket as well. We really don't have anything really to write home about. Luke Banks is 70 overall now. We signed him as like a 60 overall or a 69 overall. So his debility went up. Arm accuracy went up. I don't know if it's going to show his like stuff there, but he went 0-25 with a 6 ERA. He had 1 complete game and 4 quality starts. It's honestly not bad. So, hey, you know, we've had a couple guys get to 5 overall. They start at 0. I mean, Ks per 9 against righties and lefties going up to 8. So that's cool. But, yeah, there is that. So, I guess we'll go ahead and simulate to the offseason, which the Mariners defeat the Phillies in the World Series. Of course, we have a lot of offers here. Yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of people want to retire, and it's all pitchers. So, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 pitchers leave. Max Scherzer is going to go to the Hall of Fame. We don't have anyone for exclusive free agents, so we'll just go ahead and send him to free agency 1. And, of course, since we did not win any games, pretty much, I will do these off camera. I don't know why it doesn't do this immediately with the renewables, but it just doesn't for some reason. Arbitration, we don't have anybody, so I'm going to go ahead, see who we got to sign here. We will we can go Soler. Or we can get Garrett Hampson, who's going to be at least somewhat pretty decent to play everywhere. But I don't think we can sign anybody else. We could go a starter, because, again, we have no starting pitching. We could go Turnbull. Or Jordan Montgomery. Oh, he is 34. He only had 1 start, though. Or do we go reliever? Because I know the relievers are going to be pretty decent, at least. Who's under a 70 overall? Is there really nobody? I mean, Soroka. He's only 29. A 5 ERA, though. Mark Leiter Jr. I mean, he would be our best pitcher by a long shot. I think we have to get a bat, though. I just think we have to get a bat. We could go McCann. Ty France we cannot get since he has a 70 overall. Second base, we could get Jorge Mateo. We could get Gavin Lux. You know what? Well, let's get Gavin Lux. We're going to try to sign Gavin Lux, the second baseman. I think he's a left-hand. No, he's a righty. I don't know what he is at this point, because it doesn't show it. Weird. So, second base. I don't know why it's not showing correctly. We go contact and left-handed bat. I don't know. He's a lefty. I know that for sure. Anyways, I'm gonna get the contracts done. I'll be back. All right. So everyone is now signed. We don't need to really select anybody. We will advance to the next week. We already got a trade in literally the first week of the off season. We're not going to sign Trent Grisham. He only wants 44% motivation. We do get 8% per week, so we just now need to go to next week. Nico Horner signs with the Pirates, and Taylor Ward is with the Reds. Jazz Chisholm signs with the Mariners. A lot of early players here in free agency. Skubal, though, is available. Man, I would love to get Skubal. We're going to give him 2 years, $2 million per season. I guess we can go to 1.8. But he's 65%, so he should be able to sign after this week. Again, we are going to be getting a Rule 5 draft pick, too, and he does sign with us, so nice. I think we have a available. Man, Shane Langelier's got traded. Yeah, Curtis Wayne's our best player. Yeah, he's already on the 40-man anyway, so we'll be fine. Luke Banks and Gavin Lux are going to be our two guys. We have 36 players on our 40-man roster, so we have available slots. Skubal re-signs with the Tigers. 8 years, almost $400 million. Tigers fans would probably be very happy if that happened. All right, draft lottery for 2026. Of course, we have the best odds at getting the first overall pick at this point. And we get 4th. So we get the 4th pick this next season. The Marlins went up 12 spots to get the 1. That's unfortunate. And now we should be able to get the Rule 5, which again, we get to pick 1 player. Could get Noel. He's a 71 overall. That would be literally one of our best players. We could also get a starter. I think we got to go. I mean, we could get Tim Elko, but I think we got to get Noel because I think that's probably one of the best players that I've seen. Yeah, 71. He's only 25. We're going to pick him up. We're going to get a very good player, and hopefully he can, I mean, we can only get 1, but that's a big pickup. So we do get another bat for the lineup. So now we actually have 2. Oh, man, the Giants are picking up everybody in the Rule 5. They've already picked up 3. This is around 4. All right. So we've made some big deals, or I guess big things happening. Freddie Peralta is now a national. Of course, we'll just sim through January because we don't really need to sign anyone. Brandon Woodruff is now an Oriole. Lozardo is as well. It follows them as well. Bubic is now a Brave. It's kind of cool going through free agency, seeing who goes where for like the top free agents and everything. Don't really need to sign anybody again. Chris Sale is going to the Blue Jays. And now we can go into our staff contracts for coaches. We need a first base coach. Just find an A grade with no negatives. Offer a 15-year deal. We got to do that for the third base and our farm director as well. Who else? I guess we got to go from the top. We must want to. There we go. Bang. And then it will be for the farm director. I really wish to get this guy, but he's got, I mean, play vision -2. Is there anyone with pluses like everywhere? I guess we'll go this guy. The only reason I didn't do the other guy is because he was like 60 years old and he usually retires in like a couple seasons. So accepted. So we are good there. And of course we went backwards in time to go for that. But we will go ahead and advance to the regular season. Like that's just now a thing. So there's that. I don't think we made any moves. Yeah, we just optioned people. So that's good. So, anyways, again, same thing. I'm going to go to the draft unless we have to make like certain moves. But we do have 31 pitchers, so I think we should be fine. Plus we have 12 in high A. So we can move someone to double A if we need to. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll be back for the draft. So another draft here in 2027. Let's see what we can do here for this one, at least. Again, we're picking 4th, so we are going to have to go through these top 3. Thomas Bard goes. We weren't going to get him, unfortunately, with him being in the top 10. Barnett, who was injured, so he's probably not going to be that player there, so they're expecting. And the number 7 guy goes. So we, again, can pick up the number 1 guy, and we're going to pick him up because he's already a 70 overall. He's already, he's going to be a guaranteed 90 potential. So, yeah, we're taking him. We're instantly taking him. He also is healthy. So now let's go to the second round. We do have a couple people scouted, mostly starting pitchers. We do have a third baseman, but he, again, opted out. we honestly could, or a third baseman. We're actually going to pick him up because, again, we do need infielders. We need everything. Another pickup here. Do we have any other? We have another second baseman, but 70. He's not going to be great. This first baseman, though, might not be too bad. But all in all, I think we're actually going to pick him up. I know we can actually probably pick him up in the third round, now that I think about it. We're actually going to pick up a pitcher. We are going to pick up Alberto Sanchez. Another decent starter. Maybe he becomes good. Now I think we'll pick up the second baseman. Oh, wait, I guess he got taken. Wow, he actually did get taken. That's wild. We're going to go ahead and pick up another starting pitcher of Matt Casey. And then another one of Lewis. Fill out the starting rotation pretty much. And then I guess there's no closers. We don't really need a catcher. I guess we'll go with the first baseman. We'll take a shot in the dark. Especially in these last two rounds. Just kind of filling out the roster. Not really a shortstop there. Yeah, right fielders is a no. I mean, we could go another first baseman, but I think we might just go another starting pitcher. There's nothing here. Even here's not really that good. Who's got a decent overall, I guess, for potential? The first baseman has 90, and I think that's the highest that we can get right now. Yeah, so I have the relief pitcher, but he's injured. There, you know what? We're going first baseman. We're going Bryce Duncan. That's it. Now we gotta go through all this stuff here. Another trade. Jaron Duran's now on the Astros, but he went on waivers immediately. Usually about the 18th is when we can sign everybody. We actually have a pretty good motivation for a lot of players. Like 52% he's going to sign. 66% he's going to sign. 57% does not, though. So Senjas does not sign immediately. McCann does. Oh, yeah, I already offered him a scholarship. We're not playing college football right now. And then that guy just has to be whatever. So, did not mean to play the game. We're just trying to advance the next 2 days. Bryson Stott is a Yankee. We're trying to trade some players. I think I can actually now put him on the trade block. Of Gavin Lux. Because he was our all-star. And he's batting .267, which is not bad. Noel is not doing great. 173 average. We have our 4 targets still. And I guess we'll go outfield, like left field, center field, and third base. I guess we'll try to make a trade with Noel and Lux. Could go with the Red Sox because they're seeking prospects or young MLB. These guys, I mean, Gavin Lux really isn't young anymore. Kind of hoping for something from the Red Sox. Maybe they got some good players down in the like AA or AAA that are not protected, like maybe Caleb Durbin. That would help us out a lot. Benintendi's back on the Red Sox. That's funny. Man, they got no one right now. Do we take on the contract of Ranger Suarez? That deal would not go through, though. They have Seth Lugo, too. You know what? Let's try this. Let's try the... Boom. We'll try that. We'll try the trade. See if it happens. If it's not, it's whatever. And we might just not make any trades at all. Yeah, it does not, sir. Yeah, okay. Well, oh well. Maybe we get something. Nick Lodolo gets traded. And now we can sign our draft pick. 63%. He signs. 60%. He's actually up to 61. He signs. Now it's just the rest of the 2 guys. We'll get this going here. Can't really sign anyone this week or this week. There we go. 61%. 69%. He is injured, though. He's at 38%. But he is going to get some pretty good percentage points these next couple of days. Shane Bieber goes to the Brewers. I don't know when he was on the Royals. Big trade between the Guardians and the Padres. Can we sign? 44%? Nope. Okay. Guess we have to go until the final day. We got no trades at all, so 50% we can get up to 63, and he signs. That's perfect. So we sign everybody once again. And now we'll check out the draft. I totally forgot to check everything else, but we do have a 99 potential of Lewis. We took a shot in the dark, and he's a 99 potential. Let's go. Brever's 95 potential. Rojas, though, a little unfortunate. We had him scouted as a 72 to 87. He's only 78 potential. 75 overall, too, for Brever. So he's going to be pretty decent, at least to start. Sanchez, 56 overall. 83 potential. Also, what is his stuff? Really good per nines. Good control, good clutch. He might even start for us next year. I don't know. Maybe. We'll think about it. Rojas needs to work on his contact and power, but good defense at least so far. Sanchez, decent per nines, good durability. Needs to work on everything else. Matt Casey, 56 overall, 85 potential. Really good Ks per nine versus right. Good stamina. His hits per nine versus... So he's really good against righties. That's about it. Jaquan Lewis, again, 99 potential, 63 overall. Decent Ks per or hits per nine against lefties, Ks per nines against righties. Clutch, stamina, pretty good at least. Robert, the guy we just took a shot in the dark, 93 potential, 50 overall. Really good fielder, decent arm, decent durability. I think, can he play anywhere else? Yeah, he can play third or right field, so that will definitely help us out a lot. Decent contact as well. And then Bryce Duncan, just kind of another shot in the dark. 80 potential, 47 overall. Needs to work on his power and everything else. So, again, pretty good. And now we'll go through, see if there's any other 99s that I forgot in year one. Man, 55 potential. Why even drafting them at that point? But yeah, nothing really else here from everybody. Because, I mean, there's a 90 for Smith for a third baseman. Same thing with a shortstop with 91. Warren's 91. A couple other guys with 80 potential. Nothing else, though, that I see. 90. Mark Mathis was a 91 potential. 84 potential, 85 potential. There's really 89's pretty good. 90 here for Alex Ramirez. But yeah, it looks like we probably had the best draft. Pete Spillane was a 96 potential. 93 potential for Amari Samuels. 96 for Reggie Cody, so that was pretty good little pickup there. 94 for Will Mueller. I think we're going to say we probably had the best draft out of everybody, which is going to be really helpful. Yeah, 95, 83, 80. Everything was green besides one, and he's 78 potential, which is at least somewhat close enough. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the season, and I'll meet you guys back. All right, and Season 2 is officially over. Again, we go 0-162. But, however, Curtis Wayne is a 75 overall. So, pretty good contact. Really good power this season. Went up to a 73 against lefties. He may start next season. I don't know. 75 overall. He might. I don't know. Noel's to a 73. Banks is to a 71. He went up a little bit in a couple spots. Did go down a couple things. Then Gavin Lux is also a 71 overall and went up in a couple things. He has good contact versus righties. But that is about it. A lot of these guys, a couple bonus or a couple upgrades, but nothing too much here. But anyways, nothing too much with the bracket, of course. Dodgers are the 1, Cubs 2, Mets 3. They all won the divisions. Mariners, Detroit, and Baltimore won their divisions. Looks like we have a league leader in complete games and innings pitched. That's wild. Do we have any top prospects on here? We do. We have Curtis Wayne and Woodward. Do we have anybody else? We do. We have Samuel Castro, too. We actually have a lot of good young prospects now. Harrington's another guy that was added on there. So we actually have some guys in the top, but you never know. Does it actually show? Oh, no, we had the 12th best farm rank. Okay, man, we gotten way up there. We'll take that. We'll send the offseason in Season 2. The Mariners defeat the Dodgers in the World Series. we'll, of course, have a lot more people retire. We also had one due to injury. That's weird. But again, a lot more people with ability. So Justin Verlander goes into the Hall of Fame. That was probably going to happen. And again, we are at 80 players. So we do have enough players for next season. And again, Jeffrey Brever, 75 overall, along with Curtis Wayne. They may come up next year. I don't know. Or even this season or this upcoming season. And we'll kind of go from there. But we don't have any exclusive free agents, so we will just simulate there. And since we did not, we'll do that in a minute. We don't have any arbitration. We don't need to add anyone on the 40-man. And yeah, headed to free agency. Who can we grab? Again, got to be under a 60 overall or under a 70 overall. Could go Griffin Canning. That is about it for pitchers. Could go reliever. Like Alexander or Gratterall. Could even go closer. However, I don't think there's really too many closers yet. Even Chapman and Hoffman are kind of older now. Could go catcher. I mean, it's Thomas Nito. That's it. First base, Mountcastle or Dom Smith. We could sign Dom Smith again, or try to sign him this time. No one at second base. I don't think anyone at third base. Oh yeah, Moncada at third base. Shortstop could get Connor Falefa or Garrett Hampson. These guys are both a lot. You know what? We'll sign Garrett Hampson. So obviously it is going to be shortstop. That will help us out in a right-handed bat. I don't know if he's like a defender guy. I don't know. Maybe defense. I don't know. But he will be hopefully that. I'm going to get through the tender contracts. I don't know why it doesn't do this automatically, but yeah, I'll be back in just a second. All right, we got through the tender contracts. Now let's see if we sign, or if we can able to sign Garrett Hampson. He's at 47%. We do get 8% per week, so we'll just have to go with another one. Joe Ryan goes to the Mets. That's the number one guy. Seiya Suzuki stays with the Cubs. We have a trade with Alo Lopez going to the Astros for Roosevelt Norton. Okay, so now... free agency. Offer contract. We'll go about 2-year deal worth $3 million a season. Hopefully he signs. That would be cool. If not, it's whatever. We don't need to do anything with Rule 5. Jeremy Pena goes to the Guardians. And Garrett Hampson is going to sign with the Rockies. So we get a shortstop. That's what we need. So now we're just going to simulate Logan Gilbert signs with the Tigers. Drew Rasmussen signs with the Twins. A lot of people go to the NL Central. But, again, we have the best odds for the number one overall pick. They did not do, like, the rule for tanking-wise here in this. But we will have the number one overall pick, so that's nice. And now it's time for the Rule 5. Nick Lodolo goes to the Giants. And, of course, we can still sign one player here. We could just sign Blanco, 75 overall. It would be pretty good for us. He would immediately be a starter. Or we can go Pedro Avila, because we don't have a relief pitcher yet. We don't have really anyone at catcher. We don't have anyone at first base. Although we have Wayne who could pretty much start. We do have Gavin Lux at second base, so we should be good at second base. Rojas at third. We definitely need a third baseman. We don't need a shortstop because we just signed Garrett Hampson. Left field, Vaughn. I mean, we do need an outfield spots. But we do have Noel. So I think it's either going to be pitcher or outfield. And I think we're going to take Ronel Blanco. And we're going to go from there. Because he will immediately start. He'll be a starter. We needed one anyways. We'll skip the selection, and that means we are done for the Rule 5. And now we have 82 here. I think I'm going to keep him down for one more season because I want to have... I mean, we do have Banks, but we're going to have Banks and Blanco as our two main starters, and hopefully these guys can do pretty well for this season. But we have Hampson, we have Lux, we have Noel. We at least have 3 bats in the lineup. So there's that. But all in all, we do have arbitration, I guess, now since he is here. We have made an offer, so I guess it did already offer him arbitration, which is nice. And he is signed, so that is nice. We'll send him another week. Pablo Lopez to the Rangers. Joe Adell to the White Sox. And we'll just simulate through the month of January. William Contreras back to the Brewers. Another trade with the Marlins. This time Kyle Stowers going to the Diamondbacks. We haven't really received a trade at all. We have Banks, Noel, and Lux on the trade block. Even signed Blanco to the trade block. Maybe he gets a little bit of a trade piece. I don't know. We're looking still for outfield. Maybe we get something. I don't know. Maybe because we just haven't set up yet. We don't get anything. All right, let's send him through February. Mackenzie Gore signs with the Braves. Nothing for any trades. And yeah, we've reached the off season. We're going to advance to the regular season. So Brever and Wayne are still here. They're going to spend another year in AAA. I think we're going to call them up next season. And then we'll go from there. Lewis, again, 99 potential. He's still got a couple years. Everyone else is still a couple years away from really anything. So we got to continue upgrading everybody, and hopefully we can do that. So looking at the... Nope, not the trade hub. I need pitching rotation. Why are these guys last? They need to be number 1 and number 2. Those are the only people we got. So lineups, Hampson, Lux, Noel, and then that's it. Just the top 3. So far that's it. Again, one more season. Let's see everyone at the draft. All right, so I got through a little bit. We do need to sign some pitchers. So again, we're going to go through, sign these guys, and then it's just they're going to be super low overall. We're not going to be using them for anything, but we just need to kind of fill out the rosters. So where are they at? They're like 30 overall. Like PJ Bartlett, 40-man roster, Major League Baseball, 40-man roster, Major League. So these guys, again, they won't be onto our total just because they are going to be bad and they're not really going to provide anything for us. So I'm not really going to worry too much. We're at 24. Pitchers definitely need to get some more players. So we're going to try for that in there. But anyways, I'll be back in the draft. All right, another draft here. And again, we do have the first overall pick. So hopefully we can really knock it out of the park here. There's 2 options. We either go Heath Hull, who is the number 2 guy on our list, but has better potential than the starting pitcher. But the starting pitcher is better overall. I think we're going to take a shot in the dark at the second baseman. We need more bats. There is this guy too, but a little bit better overall, but different. We're actually going to take Drew Burke. We're going to take Drew Burke at the 1 spot. We're going to take him 1-1. I know he's the number 3 guy on our list, but a little bit better overall. I think he probably will be better in the coming years. Patrick Gills goes number 2. That was probably obvious since we passed him up on 1. And then Daniel Daniels, what a name, goes number 3. So let's go to the next pick. We have another first-round pick. We're going to pick this starting pitcher. I think we have back-to-back picks here anyways. We do. We'll go ahead and draft 2 starting pitchers. They were right there anyways. And now I think we are officially into our scouted spots of only pitchers again. So we're going to take some shots in the dark. We're going to pick up a center fielder. He's going to be better than what we got right there. Pick up a third baseman. Again, going to be better than what we have. And then we're just going to pick up some starting pitchers. Because we really need them. Oh, there's no more starting pitchers. All right, I guess we're going to go with a reliever then. I don't know. And that's the draft for this season. Of course, we can't sign anybody. Look at the Padres. Get a bunch of players. Otani, of course, is there too. But not playing the home run derby. We're not doing the All-Star game or the Futures game. Another trade. There's been so many trades here too. Of course, none have been for us. We have a lot of people on the block, but let's add Garrett Hampson on there. See if he gets any trades, I guess. And then we'll do, I don't know, maybe Kansas City. What do you got? What about Noah Cameron? just throw it out there, you know. Again, this like reset again. Left center, and then we will do third base. Now we can sign our draft picks. We can't sign him. We can only sign these guys for now. So we sign a center fielder, and we sign one starting pitcher. And now it's just getting these guys ready to go to be able to sign. So again, we won another game. We've actually won 2 games this season. We're 2-100. 2-100. It's not great, but hey, at least we've won games. We've gotten 2. Okay, that's 49%. We serious right now? Sign draft picks. We should be able to sign him now with 52%. He does not sign. It's fantastic because we're going to be running out of time. 54% signs. There we go. Yeah, there's a couple guys that we do just not have enough time to get even anywhere near 50%. Burke, 52%. He doesn't sign. That's not good. It's not great, Captain. Oh, we got a trade offer. We actually have a trade offer. It's going to be Herrick Hernandez for Gavin Lux. You know what? We're going to accept it. Because that's our trade. That's a starting pitcher that we can have up here immediately too. So go into the roster. Starting pitchers. Hernandez. Welcome to the squad. And then we'll just call up a random outfielder from high A. Into the major leagues, I guess. We'll also call up 2 more since we need 2 more. We'll just do 1. Can't sign draft picks yet, but at least we made a trade. We do let go of Gavin Lux. We really need to sign Burke. Signs. There we go. All right. These guys just won't be able to sign until the very end. That's the only downside. This is the trade deadline, and now draft pick deadline. And get him up to 65%. He signs. 77% signs, and then 74% signs. All right, we're good. We signed everybody. How? I don't know, but we did. Advancing to next week, viewing the draft picks, we did okay. The top 2 was our best. Drew Burke was 93. 75 overall with 93 potential. That's honestly pretty good. Estevan Carrillo? Let's just go by Carrillo. 93 potential, 62 overall. But Drew Burke, again, same thing as a couple of our other players. He may start next season as a 75 overall. Brandon Rivers, 87 potential, 58 overall. Not bad hits per 9, so he might have a good simulation. Carrillo, though, does need to work on hits per 9 against lefties. Giovanni Romano, 91 speed, has really good speed, actually. No contact whatsoever, but he could be a fielder. Like, he has actually decent field. He may start. I mean, he's 73 potential, but he may just start. Connie Neal, third baseman, 76 potential, 44 overall. Not that great, but he was, again, shot in the dark. And then Don here, 56 overall, 85 potential. Decent fielder, decent per 9s, and okay, pitch, and then, or pitch sequences. And then Lonnie Larkin, 57 overall, 74 potential. He's a reliever. He may just start for us again as well. Might as well. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get through the rest of this season. And hopefully we'll get through another off season as well and have 3 seasons here in the first episode. So yeah. And we go 2-160. So not great. Not great at all. We don't even call up our top 2 guys. They go from a 75 to a 78 overall. So that's nice. Hendrik Hernandez also now a 70 as well. Man, Blanco went down to a 70. That's not very... Actually, he went up. No, he went way down. Never mind. Way down in a couple things. I mean, when you have a 7.17 ERA, that makes more sense. Lewis went up to a 69. That's not bad. We'll take that. Castro went way up to a 65. Casey's up to a 60. We had some good upgrades for a lot of people, so we will we'll take that. But again, these guys we just said go out there and good luck. We might have to keep them around because I don't think we're gonna have too many players on this roster still. We have 85 currently, but we even had a league leader in complete games. Nice. Anyways, let's simulate to the off season here for season 3. The Cubs defeat the Mariners in the World Series. I thought I have GM contracts off. And I said, yeah, you have received a contract. I'm like, I don't... Max Muncy? All right. How many did we lose? We lost a couple more pitchers. 3. We lost 7 pitchers. That. And Paul Goldschmidt is going to the Hall of Fame. So good for him. I thought I have that off. I guess I don't, but we'll just continue to be added on. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Anyways, again, we only won 2 games, so we're going to simulate to free agency 1. And again, actually, we have a lot of arbitration to do and contracts, so I'll be right back. But before that, we're going to try to get our player. I think we got to go pitcher. Who is below a 70 overall that we can sign? We could sign Giolito. He's 34 years old. It actually went up in hits per 9, too. You know what? We're going to sign Lucas Giolito. We need somebody. I'm going to sim a week, see if it automatically does it on its own. No, it doesn't. What is happening? I thought I have this set to auto, but it just doesn't. Okay, well that's really sad, but so I'm going to have to go through that once again. He's 56% wanting to sign. We'll go a 2-year deal for $7 million. Maybe he signs, but I'm going to go through contracts, get those all done. I'll be right back. All right, so we got all the contracts done. Byron Buxton goes to the Mets. Acuna's back with the Braves. And Giolito is not going to sign yet. So he should be able to sign this week. Again, I would love to get Hunter Brown, but we're not going Hunter Brown. Now, we'll even go $7.5 million for 2 seasons for Giolito. And that should get him to sign, and he does. So he is now with the Rockies. Jordan signs with the Brewers. And Austin Wells gets traded. That's a big, decent trade. Rule 5, I don't think we need to add anybody to the Rule 5 pick. We did add Brever, Wayne, and Burke. They're all going to be up here in the major leagues next season. So we got to do well enough. We're probably going to have to... Michael King goes to the A's. Get a pitcher in the Rule 5. Munoz goes to the Mets. Don't need to sign anyone because we just signed Giolito. Hunter Brown's on the Padres. And again, we get the draft lottery. Again, we have the best chance of the number 1 overall pick. That's probably going to be like that even next year and the year after. And we have the 4th, which is fine. I'm fine with 4th. We, again, not going to need to sign anybody. And the Rule 5 pick, we got to go pitcher. And I think it's going to be Evan McKendry. I mean, or we go Logan Evans. Or even Frasso. We're going to go Logan Evans. He's the best pitcher that they have right now. We got to go pitcher. We lost a bunch of them. We do have, I think we lost like, what I say, 9 of them. And we had a good amount signed. So, finishing up the month of December, Gunnar Henderson signed an 11-year deal with the Cubs. And imagine that, signing for the Orioles, having Gunnar Henderson go to the Cubs. Kirby signs with the Red Sox, and Logan Webb signs with the Diamondbacks for a 1-year, $31 million deal. Valdez is on the Mariners, and Ben Rice gets traded to the Nationals. Kind of weird that we haven't had a trade yet go through, or people come to us for trades yet. Did we not? These guys haven't even accepted their arbitration offers? That's wild. We actually have given them good stuff, too. Oh, whoops. We actually need to sign some coaches. We need a hitting coach and a pitching coach. That works. 15 years. And then, of course, getting... Whoop, that's scouts. Our pitching coach, which... it's only -1 control. I think he's the... Oh, no, there's an A, but he's -3 Ks per 9. Yeah, we'll just sign the top guy. He is 62, so maybe not. Is there anyone else? I mean, he's okay. Ks per 9 is fine. Only -1 Ks per 9, that's fine. That is totally fine. So they both will sign. And now we get into the next season. So this is how the lineup is going to look. So pitching staff, we're going to have Blanco. So cancel the bullpen game. Blanco will be there. These guys, again, just terrible. So Giolito is going to be a closer. And then we're also going to have Luke Banks there. So look, we actually have a starting rotation. Brever, Evans, Banks, Hernandez, and Blanco. We also have Kramer and Burks. Again, the two of the 3 guys that we signed just to give us some players. The lineup, we actually have a somewhat decent lineup. Garrett Hampson, Curtis Wayne, Drew Burke, and Noel. So we still need a catcher, center fielder, DH, left field, and third base. But at least we have something. 3 really good guys. Brever and Wayne are 23. They are all rookies. Same thing with Drew Burke. 18, 75, a potential. Desperately need these guys to do well. We have 29 pitchers here on the team. And I don't know how many of them are in, like... we have none in high A. So we really need to make sure that we have... I mean, Larkin's in double A at least. Can I sort this? Yes, I can. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Okay, there's 10 in double A. 8. There's 8 in triple A. I think I'm going to have to go through, although we're full teams. I don't know. I'll try. We are going to advance at least to the week to make sure. Yep. So, yeah, we will need AAA signing some players. Okay, so before that, before we head on out, again, got to sign some, like, random players like Bridges, Wells, and Bentley, just to have some people on the roster. So, again, they're 40 overalls. They're going to be bad. Bridges is in double A. I need to move these guys to... need to move those guys to triple A. As I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, D potentials. I'm okay with that. So triple A. Triple A. I need to move down 2 players in triple A. And they have to be outfielders. So high A and high A. All right, that should be good. 2 foul lines, I don't care about that. All right, we are good. Okay. So anyways, that's going to do it for the first episode. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit the like button down below. It is free, really helps out the channel. Again, if you guys also, if you do want to play in this Dynasty, write a comment, or Dynasty. If you guys want to play in this franchise, write a comment down below. I'll get you added in. Again, any of the guys that we have actually signed or drafted, just like Brever, Curtis Wayne, same thing. So if you guys do want these players, write a comment down below. We'll get you added. I'll get you added in for the coming franchise. So again, make sure it's the guys that we have drafted, not have signed or traded for. So like Giolito, obviously it's going to be Giolito, who has a 15 ERA in 4 2/3 innings. Not great, but like Samuel Castro, Robbie Woodward, Romano, Carrillo, Casey, Rojas, Sanchez, Rivers, Larkin, anything that we have actually went through and drafted, and we'll get you added in for that side. So just taking a quick look at who can be added, like Chase Vaughn, who is 25, and he's only a 50 overall. Kind of run out of time for him. He may just come up. I don't know. But anywho, hope you all have a great rest of your day, weekend, whenever you guys are watching this. And we shall see you again on Wednesday. I think I'm going to post these Wednesday and Friday from now on. And Monday, we'll kind of figure out what's going on. But anyways, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, weekend. And yeah, March Madness finishing up, or close to finishing up. I think we're in the Final Four, or close to the Final Four. I know the Elite Eight, or the Sweet 16s this week. So yeah, probably heading into the Elite Eight. But anyways, peace.